things, or did do one of the, however I worded that, they won the team fight.
Yeah.
They gained the advantage. So anyways, going into map number 2, Battleground number 2, it's going to be Battlefield of Eternity.
Battlefield of Eternity. First ban here for Tempest. They're valuing that over the maps, and they're going to take Sonya out again. And I'd say there's a high chance we see it. Well, if we don't see Illidan here, I might freak out a little bit.
Yeah.
I might like jump out of my seat.
Hey, at least we get to see him play it, I guess.
Yeah.
He definitely can be fun to watch.
He's just, I think this is his best map, in fact. So it's like, well, you really don't want to let them happen unless they're planning on, just straight up countering it and grabbing Muradin or something right afterwards. I think we will see him do it if Illidan makes it through, but he will not.
Yeah.
So down he goes.
Well, they picked Thrall last time. Yeah. Who are they going to pick this time? Will they go for a hero immediately like Thrall, someone for lockdown? Because, again, he's going to be one of their key players.
Well, I think they will take Thrall again.
Think so? That means Muradin goes immediately to TNL. Like, TNL throughout the history of this game just takes Muradin as soon as they can for Noblesse. He's just so good on him. By the way, here's a true question. How much does Noblesse like to play Muradin at this point with how much he plays him?
I mean, he loves Muradin so much.
You don't think he'd get a little bit bored? I get a little bit... Oh, they do pick Muradin. Look at that.
Yeah, they're going to take it, but... Yeah, I mean, I think he'd get bored as well, but I guess if you have this
I need to play at least 5 different heroes, pretty regularly.
Yeah.
There was definitely a time where I only played Leoric.
There was a time,
I was like, oh my god.
There was a time for me with that with Leoric and also with Zul.
Yeah.
I went on a 21-game winning streak with Zul. It was absurd.
Sounds about right.
So I was like, I guess I'm just going to keep picking him.
Yeah.
Well, now that Muradin's gone here,
MVP Wolf over here.
I think Thrall obviously is the obvious pick here. I think ETC might be a good pick up here. It's very early, but with his with his passive to be able to give all the extra attack speed is very valuable on this map, and he will be banned. Make no mistake if they let him go. Yeah,
I would say 100%. That's going to be the guy that you're wanting to pick up here. I mean, Johann is still a very good choice for tanks. There are some, there's several tanks that can be used right now, but
I just don't think
still, as far as the peeling goes, it's Muradin and ETC for life.
I'm just actually surprised because I don't think there's any hero that fits this slot right now for high priority for TNL, unless they want to grab Zeratul this early again. Who else are they really thinking about?
Yeah,
I was gonna say Greymane would really surprise me, just because even though he's still really popular in Asia, he just doesn't have the same sort of impact, I think, as some of these other heroes we were discussing. So he's like a comfort pick almost.
He still deals ridiculous damage, just not as much poke, and he powers down the Immortals quicker than most heroes. Now, over on Tempest's side, I love the Zeratul pickup because I thought for sure TNL will ban Zeratul here if they don't pick him up right away.
Yep. Now, Lockdown is a great Zeratul player. We've seen it before, so something to be fearful of. And Dami gets Leeming again, so he's very comfortable there, no doubt. I think the Greymane pick is kind of a comfort pick for Crazy Moving, to be honest. And I don't blame him for it, but let's see how it works out. It does pigeonhole their draft a little bit because they have 2 assassins right away. And I think Tempest will ban ETC. TNL, tougher ban here.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a tough ban. There's several healers that are quite good. Is there one that they're really thinking about?
Well, I don't have a lot more time to think about it. I guess we could maybe see a Vala ban, I was going to say, but not Sylvanas. That's an interesting choice. There's only 2 lanes on this map. Still a lot of split pressure. The Abathur ban comes down, so they leave ETC open. They also leave open Tassadar, who would be a great choice for Greymane, and there he goes. He's going to fit that 3rd slot. Tassadar, of course, pairs insanely well with Greymane because he's a dive hero.
Absolutely, and Tassadar is just going to be fantastic in every way here. I think if you're going to take a second healer, you take it now, because they aren't going to take ETC. So, okay, they do grab it, and that gives them a lot of flexibility for this last pick.
Yeah, I think the Abathur ban is smart. We were 100% going to see him if TNL was allowed to have him because they've played him so many times on this map. The mines give so much vision, which is the most critical thing on this map, especially just with the hero pool we have here. But yeah, the ETC pick I think is really strong. And I'm liking right now TNL's position when it comes to the race on the Immortals, as we like to call it.
Yeah, they're definitely winning that right now. Now, Falstad gets picked up. No big surprise there. That was actually, I guess we were talking a lot, but one of the things I thought TNL might ban because they definitely could use one more range damage over here. And I do finish that off with Rhaegar.
Rhaegar's a smart healer for this map, given the fact that all are still available, because his heals chain together, and you end up being grouped up a lot of the time around that Immortal.
By the way, after like 4 rounds of nerfs, and the fact that he couldn't Ancestral himself, can't Ancestral himself anymore, the fact that he is still considered one of the best healers, that's very interesting. A lot of people were, saying that would be the demise of Rhaegar.
Yeah, but it's absolutely not, as it turns out. There's Tyrande taking up, so it's going to be dual support.
I like it.
It's amazing for this map. They will win every Immortal fight. Like, Tempest is going to have to dive in and fight like they're the heart. I was going to say, even when we saw Falstad, maybe we see even auto attack build to help with that a little bit. But now that they have Tyrande, I'm like, no, you never know.
No,
it's
going
to be
right.
Mage Falstad 100%, AP Falstad all the way.
Yes, you're completely right about this, Wolf. Like, Hunter's Mark just too insane here, and then you have Thrall and Greymane. It's like, okay, that's a million billion damage.
I really have to say TNL wrecked this draft. Like, they won it by far massively, in my opinion.
I agree with you. I agree with you that they won. I disagree with the massive amount just because Zeratul and Falstad on the same team gives a lot of control over battles to Tempest, so they can still make something happen.
Well, let's see if they can make it happen here in game number 2, going into Battlefield of Eternity.
Sick Arthas statue. Oh my god.
In blue, Tempest. Hyde is playing Rhaegar. Hunkono on Li Ming this time. It's going to be Dami, which furthers the idea it's going to be AP Falstad. Lockdown is playing Zeratul, and DuckDuck will be playing Muradin.
And on the right in the red, TNL crazy moving on Greymane, SC on Thrall, Noblesse on ETC, Sniper on Tassadar, and Jaehyun on Tyrande.
Oh, I got to ask you, Artos, this has been a question a lot of people have been discussing right now.
Yeah.
Do you think the Arthas model could be a little bit better? Like, it's like not that cool. It doesn't really feel like he's the Lich King.
What? Is it, you know what? That sounds like something that would be on
every
our
day I want to go look at esports news. I want to go to the Heroes of the Storm subreddit, and every day there are at least 2.5 posts about Arthas.
I've definitely seen quite a few. I don't go to that subreddit as much just because it's like, it's kind of like the Hearthstone one where it's like, okay, well.
It's not that much about esports.
Every day there's 3 videos about Trump, and I don't really, I mean, I love Trump, but no, I don't need to read that, so.
I just want to poke a little bit of fun at that because that's
I don't find that there's any really great esports resource yet for Heroes.
I want, like, I would love that, the idea that if everyone who is watching this right now would make a conscientious decision, like I wouldn't want to influence you at all, would go and talk and maybe do some discussion, maybe hover your mouse around some pointy arrows and stuff on a thread about what was happening here to get the word out to the fans that don't know about this amazing tournament.
Yeah, it is a fantastic tournament. Twice a week we get this stuff, okay? Like, I feel bad for the rest of the world because they just do like a big weekend tournament and it's sick for a weekend. You get so much awesome heroes, but here we get to watch these teams grow and like great production. This new studio for OGN is the nicest studio, the nicest regular esports studio in the world by miles because I've been to them all. So
yeah, and when you have a tournament like this, this format, which has always been the way in Korea because we have awesome studios out here like this that nobody else really has. I want to wrap this thought up because we're about to have like fights and stuff, but basically you have a best of 5 in the first group stage that you have a week to prepare for at the minimum, and so you're just going to see the best level play no matter what. Like the amount of preparation that can go into this.
People will bring their best stuff every single time.
Like in other tournaments, you don't get to see best of 5 sometimes till the finals.
Yeah, and no one's on the road either. Everyone lives here, so it's like no one's jet lagged, no one's tired. Everyone had what they wanted to eat that day. It's pretty cool. But anyways, SC taking a lot of damage here. Actually does get blown up.
Yep. It's a 1-for-1 trade as Lockdown is killed as well. And this is the kind of stuff we highlighted in the draft. And this is why I think the draft for TNL is stronger, is because Tempest is forced to make moves like this. Like, they have to get positive trades or they will never win the Immortal. I mean, watch the health.
Yeah, it just starts really popping. You can tell when she used Hunter's Mark because it just like, bam, it goes down so fast. And now that it's over on their side, they should be able to clean this up rather easily. I guess we could see a full defense, but they're even slow getting there.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to delay this, but they're not going to get any kills.
Yeah.
Not in this position with the concave on the outside. Sniper basically doing some like evasion tanking there to stop the spells as well.
You know, yeah, like unless your comp is like really dumb, I always feel like the better comp on this map is the one that powers it down first. Because look at this, look at that, they're forced into trying to defend, and then it just doesn't work. And
you know, they made it really close though.
They did.
Actually,
they made it super close.
They left Falstad back with Li Ming, and I think that like they basically tricked TNL into thinking it was a bigger commitment. So seeing moves like that makes me happy. You know, I'm like, okay, well, if they could make TNL think that, TNL is probably the smartest team. They're not the best mechanical team. Like Black's like top mechanical team. I feel like TNL's maybe the smartest team. Like, oh, if they can trick TNL into like backing off and almost win a fight like that, hey, they could win some Immortals. You know, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a decent team fight here. So, you know, we'll see once they hit level 10. They have like so many game-changing heroics. Going to be very interesting to see how they get that to work out. But right now we do have TNL pushing in with this Immortal. They've already taken down the gate. That's normally about all you get. Maybe a little bit of damage here on the fort, but shouldn't be able to kill it off.
Well, this time, Noble S is taking a lot of damage here. We'll get out with a double support here, but I feel like this time the opposite is true for TNL when it comes to their wave clear. Like, they have Tastar this time. They have Thrall. They have Greymane even, who's like, they had it last time, but this time he's like going to be able to do a little bit more. As we see this, another aggressive invade for TNL, and I think they're actually going to be able to steal this easy peasy. Duck in big trouble here.
Duck so low. Oh my god, just barely lives through all of that. And you are right, we do have TNL grab the Goatmen. So, you know, it's starting to go in their favor quite a bit. They're very close to level 7. Not quite a whole level up yet, but it's starting to look like they're going to be.
Yeah. That was, hold that thought, Tommy. Oh, man, that was just an uncharacteristic mistake there. By the way, I would say that even though TNL is the oldest Heroes team of all time, I'd say the members of Tempest have been playing longer than them. Like, they picked the game up as like the day it was announced, they were like, this is going to be my esport. I've actually played with Hyde many times, like back in the alpha, like first 2 weeks, and he was like already godlike back then. He's been playing for a long time, so his team has so much experience.
Yeah, they're very good players. Like, you can absolutely see that in their play. It's just, it's hard to play against a team like this that moves as one, as TNL does. They're all so comfortable with each other and how to play.
They're going to grab this gank on Noble S. Oh my god! Every time I say someone's dead before they are, they get out. But
no, not that time.
This time it's real.
Oh, and you took it back, and then it wasn't back, and oh man.
Crazy Moving actually soloed the Tiger Dudes over there, and that's
Tiger Dudes. I like it.
Yeah.
Goatmen and Tiger Dudes.
The Tiger Dudes, man.
This is a party, like, brah.
The shaman guy's like, no, you gotta bring my Tiger Dudes over here. He's like, don't kill my Tiger Dudes. It's kind of annoying. I gotta bring them back to life and stuff.
Yeah. It's like, I don't have a mana bar, but you know, it's annoying.
Yeah. Eventually, like, you keep killing my Tiger Dudes, I might die, and it's a bit inconvenient.
You don't want that.
But he actually rotated down and did that. That was a cool move that you don't always see from Greymanes. It's more of like a Sonya, Illidan kind of rotate away. Yeah. Sometimes you see Zeratul do this, but
you definitely lose health with it. But you can solo any Bruiser or Siege Camp. It's just the sheer amount of damage that Greymane can put out. Grey Moon, what? Grey Worm. Grey Worm would definitely play Greymane. Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But I look at like this engage we almost had there, and like the fights that we're seeing from TNL, their coordination is winning them every time, and they're gonna hit 10 first as a result. And a lot of time I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh man, Tempest is in the better position. They want to have this good fight, but the execution is just not where it needs to be. And you're 5v4 versus this team comp, like, this is not a good position to be for this Immortal to come up right now.
Look at this. They're dodging everything. Honkono actually throws them as well, like every Li Ming shot. By the way, something that we talked about a lot last season that I need to bring up again was the KDA of Crazy Moving and how he just never dies. And throughout this series, last game and this game, I continue to watch this. And this guy doesn't die, can't die, won't die.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, I don't know if he technically has the highest KDA in Korea. He might. He was right near the top. I think there might have been a healer above him or something, but like, that healer doesn't count, man. Range healers don't die, of course not.
Especially when you're playing Greymane, who's a dive hero.
Yeah.
Not dying.
I mean, he's just, it's ridiculous. Crazy Moving is such a good range damage player.
Looks like we're going to see Starfall coming out here. So, I mean, it's not that much of a surprise in the current meta. We didn't see Starfall on Monday, but I think when you have two supports like this, it does make a lot more sense.
Yeah, Starfall is really good. You know, it's definitely coming back into things again, and I would say when you have a Thrall and a Greymane, it's going to be especially good. It's going to really let them get in there and deal their damage.
This is really, I mean, it was 11k shields we're talking here on this Immortal, so this is pretty powerful. Without heroics, there's not much that Tempest can do. They're just going to throw skill shots out and hope for the best until like they can actually get their 10s. Now they have it. Lockdown is looking for an engage. Let's see if he can do it like SC. He just locks one member out, and SC's actually going to go down first.
Really well done right there. They do have that Starfall going down. A Gust comes out, and just for the disengage right there, they will be able to go back and clean this up before they lose their keep, I think.
I think the idea behind this Gust is, even if we get like a kill or two more, the value is not the same as saving our keep.
Yeah.
So let's just disengage and guarantee we save the keep. That's a kind of a tough decision to make, especially as a assassin player. Like when you're playing Falstad, and Dami of course is like the mage player for the team. When you're playing Falstad and you have to make a call like that, it's pretty tough to do. And I think that, I mean, as you said, like it barely was saved. Like it's hard to even know like if that was going to be saved. And that was a split-second decision they made. And I think I'm just trying to build a storyline of where Tempest's team coordination is at, because I felt like it was a bit weak at times, but definitely you could see pieces of it coming together.
I really like what you said there, actually, and especially about Falstad. I was talking with a friend today about Falstad, and it's like he's kind of like Illidan in the fact that bad Illidans and bad Falstads cost your team so many games. There's like a lot of hard decisions to make. And I think you're definitely right there. Like, that was a great choice, and saving the keep is important, but will they be able to keep it up right now?
That's a good question. I really don't think so. Not with the pushing power that this team has here. They can even just Starfall it and walk away. It doesn't look like they want to do that, because they can just guarantee it without using a heroic eventually here.
Right now, well, Tempest is pushing them back really, really strongly right now. We do have Lockdown coming down here on his Zeratul.
Ooh, nice dimensional shift there. Noble S, by the way, hasn't used a Mosh yet, but he's got a good position here to try to go for one. Okay, 3 in the Void Prison. This is a 5v2. Crazy Moving barely gets in. The Gust is mistimed, though. Lockdown will get Ancestraled, but if that Gust was timed better, I think that could have been an easy double kill there.
Wow, this is kind of crazy to watch. Like, again, Crazy Moving gets out of somewhere he probably shouldn't have. Great shields by Sniper, and in fact, oh man, having Duck blow up right there, no good right now for Tempest.
Yeah, that's definitely going to make things a lot tougher for him. Dami is on the retreat. Actually, looks like he may sack himself. He can barrel roll over the wall, but not if he's stunned.
Ooh, nice root coming out of SC right there. Yeah. And it looks like they will just go up and kind of deal with the Immortals for the time being.
Oh my god, Lockdown is like him just being like, let me see what I can do to the shields, like, just feels so pathetic. He is drawing a big chase here, actually. Oh no, he walked into the wolf.
Oh, this is kind of funny.
He actually may get out.
Yeah.
Oh, no way! What? The face melt through the wall versus a cloaked unit? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, my jaw just hit the floor so hard. Probably it was like at least a magnitude 3 earthquake in Japan. Like, what?
That was pretty awesome. I love the move from everyone there. Like, the fact that we saw, SC come in and, like, try to get him. He actually throws the wolf into the right area. Then the Lockdown blinks over the wall, stands in the right place to cloak so that he can actually get out. And then the face mount, it's just, like, great players on these teams.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Well, this is going to be another one Immortal, this time with 20k shields, it appears. And, okay, 2-man in the Void Prison, double Stormbolt. There's the kill on Thrall. Noblesse is actually going to do a mosh for the disengage, but there goes the Gust.
Very good Gust out of Dami right there. They're going after Jaehyun. Can they get him? Oh, awesome Stormbolt by Duck and Blink by Lockdown. And even though they win this Immortal, You know, they have enough heroes missing. Maybe they can get another one.
Yeah. Oh, Noblesse gets hit by the Stormbolt as well. So much damage going down. And don't forget, Li Ming is here. Not enough mana to continue to chase, though. They just want to set up for the defense. They're going to go get mana. And
Dami coming in. That's actually a really big deal. In fact, they might catch Sniper here. Okay, they will end up killing him off.
You know what? I think this is actually a net positive for TNL, though. You know, like
it might be. It might be. There's so much shields on this. Like, if he gets, you know, at least get through the wall, like, he might actually end up getting the keep. But with 5 here, TNL can't really push with him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, you know, that was the first big win for Tempest. And that was a very well-coordinated fight. Maybe some of the jitters were starting to come out here. Yeah. You know, like, the jitters are starting to, like, be pressed away. Like, this team is really starting to settle into their comfort zone.
Yeah, they're finding their stride for sure right now. Still, it's too bad they couldn't find their stride, like, I don't know, at another tournament and then do a little bit better here, because these games are close enough that maybe we could have had an upset here tonight in these first 2 games. But right now, TNL has a really big advantage. They haven't even lost a fort yet.
Yeah. And the fact that the keep is down means the bot lane will always be pushed. Every Merc, like every goat man, you know, is basically like 4 times as good as it was before. You know, in real life, goats love to eat anything that they can find, right? But in this game, they just eat structures and minion waves over and over and over again. And that's what they're looking to do in this bot lane. Meanwhile, oh no, Duck is caught super hard. He does Dwarf Toss away, but he's so low, it's going to be tough to fight, and his Heroic is now offline.
Yeah, well, at least he did live through that. You know, this is TNL at its absolute finest. They're about to hit level 16. They're not missing any buildings. They're controlling all the mercenary camps, painting the map red, as people might say.
Solo tanking, when, you know, for Muradin, when you don't have your avatar anymore, makes the next fight a lot more uncomfortable. And I mean, I don't know if we're going to see another fight happen right before that. It looks like Tempest is going to push these towers down. They're trying to get 16, and even it up. There's a lot of EXP out there to take, which happens in the late game when you're actually behind on structures. There's a lot of EXP just to be gained and maybe help you catch up to 20.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if they win an Immortal here, it'll be scaled up really well. It'll be very powerful. They should be able to easily push down the fort that they go up against and, you know, maybe even make it to the gate. But they have to win one first.
All right, let's see how this next fight pans out. They have to dive this again, and they need like a triple kill, basically.
This is super tough, too. There's a lot of Mercs in that top lane still. So they need to push everyone off and win a fight ASAP, because they've got a lot of things they have to deal with on this map right now, Tempest does.
Yeah. I think the idea for Engage is a good Void Prison, Wave of Force as well, to isolate a hero or two, get those kills. Oh my god, Noblesse up here in the front. Double Stormbolts again here for Duck and a very good Ancestral.
Indeed it is. And Lockdown still at very high health. It doesn't look like the Void Prism ends up doing quite
Sniper!
enough right there. Oh! Just barely getting out of there, but will he be able to get out again? A lot of damage being put down by Lockdown.
He gets away. And this is a net positive for TNL. You know, they win this fight. They're going to win the Immortal, and let's see how many they clean up. They're going to grab, they do go and stop Lockdown there, but I mean, this may be a 1 game off of this, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they've been getting ahead the entire game, right? But just battle after battle, move after move, TNL is in the front. They're in the lead.
And this is a push that with Zeratul on the team, you know, you're going to push those minions down so fast. With nearly 30k shields as well, they may just be able to kind of support the Immortal to the victory.
Yeah. I mean, it gets the keep so easily, and with all of them there, I mean, really only Sniper needs mana right now, and with a couple globes and his regen, I mean, they can just push with it the whole way and kind of keep it at high health.
And both those globes are even going to help his Conjurer's Pursuit. I mean, they'll be up to you know, enough mana to keep pushing in no time.
Totally.
You know, you can just go ahead and drop down this Oracle to get a little bit more vision. And they're just going to support this Punisher for potentially a push for the win. And Tempest, again, the story of this game is when they need to win a team fight, and they never needed to win it as hard as they do now.
Well, they need to win it and win it quickly, because Mortal's just at so much health right now.
Uh-oh, we might see stuns from the Immortal, double stun. The Luna Flare's a catch, but now with 3 in the Void Prison, it's a 5v2.
Oh, big move right there.
Oh, and the Gust as well is good. Sundering comes down, though.
Looks like Jaehyun getting very, very low. Duck is going after him right now, and oh my god, we actually have... Who just blew up their Lee Ming is dead as well.
Evergreen, Raverlord, whatever you want to call him. Like, it's a bit confusing with him changing his IDs. He goes down, and if he hadn't died, that was a different story. But even with the 5v2 fight and the Gust, the Punisher's there. It doesn't matter. And I think this is, again, like I mentioned, this is going to be the push that may end it. 27 seconds, 20 seconds on these death timers. The bot push is already almost at the core. And that's going to be game over here. TNL will take the second win.
Certainly, that is it. They are going to be able to blow up a couple of these heroes, but too much damage left over. Wow, TNL really bringing it here.